Although my upload schedule has been good at times and non-existent at others, there have been many videos I've recorded during my time on YouTube that I've had to cancel, which has been the primary cause of me missing uploads. Now, you guys have already seen some of the videos I couldn't upload, but trust me, there's way more where that came from. So allow me to take you guys down a trip through some more videos that didn't exactly meet my criteria. Had no title, but it was about the, at the time, new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collab quest that Rec Room had just released. Me and my friend Malak decided to play it together, since we are both fans of the franchise. Although we had planned to play this together for a while, when the day finally came, this is how it went down. Yeah, I was absolutely dead. For me at least, it takes a lot of energy to bring my personality to how you guys see it in my videos. Having just woken up from a several hour long nap, I could barely even get my words across, and you could definitely tell during this recording.
Blue Goose is online, but I don't know if he's gonna join. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have time to get this stuff.
On top of everything, I guess I was way too tired to do any sort of audio mixing before pressing the record button. This resulted in my game audio absolutely overpowering my mic audio. It's a requirement. So when I sat down to edit this video a couple days later, it didn't take me very long before I realized that I had to scrap it. The next video was titled Playing Every Single Hi I'm Carl room in Rec Room. The premise is pretty self-explanatory. I went through Hi I'm Carl's portfolio and played through every single room that Carl has ever made. Carl has really great games, don't get me wrong, but no offense to him, a lot of them were very similar, especially his clicker games, which made it sort of a repetitive video. There were a lot of really funny moments in this video, especially in his horror rooms. There was one point in the video where I had forgot that my status was online, so people just randomly started joining me while I was in the middle of speaking. 7 out of 10. It just really wasn't going how I imagined it going. It was a really fun video to film, but it just didn't quite live up to my standards. I might turn some of it into a short one day. Who knows? The next video was something I completely forgot I even recorded. In fact, I only found the footage for this video after I had started making the script for this video. This video was a Rec Royale trolling video where I made an alt account and pretended to be a completely new player. The reason for scrapping this video was that I can only assume I thought it was boring, but honestly, the footage had some really funny moments here and there.
Run away from the bees.
There's gonna be bees? Am I get stung? Oh no,
yeah.
I'm allergic. The idea for this video was to act really dumb in hopes of annoying my teammates as much as possible. But for some reason, everybody I met was super nice. These completely random people actually tried to help me learn to play, which was a huge surprise. I don't know if you guys have ever played a game of Rec Royale squads before, but typically the people in those lobbies have the patience and language of a middle schooler. Which, to be fair, this is mostly because they are middle schoolers. But since I never really trolled anybody too hard, the whole goal of the video is kinda trash. This resulted in me sacrificing it to a random folder on my laptop, never to be discovered again until now. This next one is not really a video, but more of a snippet of something that could have been. A while ago, I asked my community if they had any ideas for a potential Rec Room Unsolved episode. Although I received a bunch of suggestions, TacTac provided some ideas for a potential episode regarding the rise of Rec Room Mafia clans. Although we had both done close to zero research on the subject, TacTac decided to find somebody who was involved in a Rec Room Mafia, so we just kind of arranged an interview, cause why not? This was a mistake because I knew very little about this person or what they did, nor did I account for there being 2 people. That's right, this person brought a friend to the interview, which is totally okay, but just not something I expected. Because I had done absolutely no research over the subject before doing my interview, I was pretty much finding out everything about these people during the interview itself. I might have been about 3 questions in when I knew this wasn't going anywhere. When you picture a mafia, you think of an epic crime organization kind of thing. I know I was definitely thinking of something like JoJo's. So during the interview, I'm listening to these people, and they are nothing like I imagined. No offense to them, they were super nice people, but that might have just been the problem. This particular Rec Room Mafia just runs a bar for role-playing events. There was barely any drama drama at all, and when there was, they couldn't talk about it. No offense to these people, they were just doing their own thing, but this just wasn't something I was willing to make a video on. This final video was intended to be my biggest project yet. I started this project at the beginning of September of 2023 with the intent to release it around Halloween time, but there was no way that was ever going to happen. It was a huge collab with over 10 rec tubers involving a Rec Room studio set, scripts, and a huge amount of planning. Big shout out to Fuser and Carl for helping me with the Rec Room studio builds. The video never came out, so I was never really given an opportunity to credit them for their work, but they did a really great job. These builds took hours to make, and I never even ended up finishing them, but they were looking pretty darn good before I decided to abandon this project. This was supposed to be a choose your own adventure, heist with Markiplier, murder mystery type of video. The plot is that there were 10 Rec Room YouTubers gathered together in a mansion, some of which were secretly murderers, and the viewers could choose different pathways in the video to take them to different endings. It was a very ambitious project, and although I was very passionate about it, it was a really horrible time to do it. I'd been way too busy to work on something like this. I had only done a little bit of filming for this project before leaving the Discord I created, completely barren and void of any updates. I just couldn't work on it. So although it really pained me to do so, I decided to pull the plug on it and archive it for a bit. Use it to make something better in the future. I do plan to hopefully roll something like this out in the future. I need to tamper with the story a little bit, or maybe do something smaller, like a goofy skit kind of thing. I don't know, it's still cooking in my brain for right now. But yeah, those were 5 of my abandoned projects. I hope that although none of these actually became videos, this video was entertaining enough to make up for it. Or maybe it wasn't. Not much I can do about it because these are never going to come out ever.